So everybody's in. Good morning, Rahul. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So I think everybody has joined. No, only 27 people. So are we waiting for any more? Anybody is joining? Please do join as soon as possible. Yeah, I think we have all students here. So good morning, all. Hope everybody is doing good. So let's start our review session, the morning session. So before that, please log into the XR website to make your attendance. So after that, we can start right away. Also, if anybody is pending to send me the assignment, please do send it by now itself. Everybody logged in? Okay, Ananya, Pankaj. What about the others? Okay, Madan. So hope everybody has logged in. and made your attendance. So let's start our review session. Okay. Haven't got any email. Okay, so we'll start with Sai Teja. Sai Teja, it's looking fine. Yes. And this axe head, you have to scale a little bit down, and the handle looks okay. And yeah, the handle's size is fine also, and the axe head should be scaled a little bit down. That's it. Nice attempt, Saideja. It's looking nice. Okay. Now, Ananya. Ananya, nice attempt. It's looking really good. The size, the proportion, it's looking fine. And this part, it looks a little bit big, but it's fine. Nicely done, Ananya. So next time, please send me a screenshot instead of capturing it. You can ask your friend, someone to help you with that. You can use this option. Like in Windows, you have snipping tool option. So you can screenshot it from here itself. Okay. So nice work, Ananya. Now Manikanta. So you have sent me a max file. Okay, this time I'm gonna download. What was your name? Yeah, Manikanda. Yeah, it's looking nice, Manikanda, except the size. You can do one thing. You can keep your axe head a little bit up, little bit, scale it down, and take this here. You can do this. So now the size looks fine. So just keep in mind, just calculate the measurement in your mind itself, and just be everything is fine. The handle looks great. Also, the axe head also looking nice. Nice work. Now, Jayananta. Jayananda, you have to increase this axe head a little bit more, and it seems like the handle has been squished a little bit. The overall, I would say it's looking good, but please do the changes like the size. You have to increase this a little bit to this axis. I mean, it is x axis. You can increase a little bit and increase the size of the axe head also a little bit. Now, Girish also have sent me a max file. Only for this session, I'm gonna open this. Please do send a screenshot next time. Like I have told you already, like in the previous session also. Girish, it's looking good, but it's not looking like an axe. It's looking like a hatchet. But the shape you kept in your mind, and it's looking fine, and it is centered to the grid also. Yes, it's looking fine. So just push a little bit the size. You have to keep it a little bit up. Just scale it up to look like an axe, not even close. Even you can just take it a little bit up. You can scale it to this side. You can place it here. Now it's looking almost fine. Yeah, the overall it's looking good. Nice work, Girish. I'm audible to you guys, right? Because I'm not getting any response from anyone. Please do response. Otherwise, it's like I'm only talking and you guys are listening. Now, Sonal P, I got another assignment. Manikanta, okay. Thank you, Manikanta. Now, Sonal also send me a max file. Same comment, but it's looking good. You really worked on it, and the wireframe is looking nice, smooth. Yes. Also, for this part, you have to squish it a little bit to look like a more, what you will say, like more sharper. Okay. Nice work, Sonal. It's looking good. Now, Prasad Mrinal. It's not looking like an axe. It looks like a hatchet only. Just because you have made this part very bigger and the handle is very small compared to this. So just increase the height of this handle till here, and you can place your axe head here and try to squish it a little bit to the x-axis so it look like a axe handle. But your attempt is good. This one. Now Pankaj, I got one more, I guess. Yes, Nandan Nagaraj. Pankaj, your handle looks fine, but this axe head, you have to work on it a little bit because this part is like a very big. So you have to decrease the size from this side and try to squish it a little bit, the end. Uh, the same comment, like it's not looking like an axe, it's look like a hatchet only, that you can hold it with your one hand. Axe means you can use your both hand, like you for the handle and all. But nice attempt. Just work on this part. You can decrease the size, like you can scale it down till here, and you can squish it a little bit and make the handle a little bit taller. Fine. Now, Nikhil, uh, it's looking fine, except this part, the axe head. Just scale it to the Z axis a little bit. Now it looks like the axe head has been stretched like some 25 or 10 percentage. You can make it a little bit small. I mean, you can scale it down to the Z axis a little bit. Overall, it's looking fine. Handle is also good. Nice one. Now, Babit Shetty. Same thing. The wood looks like a wood only. Same for the axe head. It became a little bit big. You can scale it like to the x axis, and also you can scale down from the z axis. Same thing, looking like a hatchet, not an axe. Just keep an axe proportion in your mind, and you can do it. Now you can see this hatchet can only be held with your one hand, so you have to be corrected the proportion. But nice attempt, love it. Now Sindhushri. I don't need this angle, either perspective or front. This or this. But same thing, it feels like more like an hatchet. You can scale this part, the axe head, to the z axis. Also, you can make the handle a bit taller. But fine, nice attempt. Also, you have kept it into the grid, middle of the grid. Nice one. Okay. Nice attempt, Sindhushri. No, Sharat Chandra. Okay, you guys are still sending me assignment. No, Sharat Chandra. Sharat Chandra, your handle looks fine. Axel, you have to scale a little bit more to the. I mean, you can scale it uniformly to make it a little bit bigger. Yes, and your handle is looking fine. Okay. Uh, Also, you have kept it in the middle. That's nice. Nice attempt, Sharat. Now, Madan. Madan, the proportion is fine. Proportion looks fine. The axe head you have to make a little bit more bigger so that it should match to this part, to the handle. Also, I think you haven't kept an edge here. I told you to put one edge loop here, so it should the border should be tightened. So you didn't do that, and you applied the turbo smooth. That why it's looking like a little bit weird. This part. So you can put one more edge loop here, and you can make it more nicely. Also, keep your model centered to the grid. Proportion wise, it's looking fine. Nice attempt, Madan. Harshita. Okay, same this part. The handle part is looking fine. Also, this part is very scaled to the XO Y axis. So you can just decrease this size from here to till here. You can just rescale it to make the handle taller. Nice attempt, Harshita. Spantan. Spantan, what happened to the handle? Axe head, I can say it's fine. Still, you have to work on the proportion, but the handle is not looking good. I think you missed to add one edge loop here, so that's why it has been like moved to everything to the center. Accent, you just work on the proportion and you can delete this below part and you can add one more here, one edge loop here, and you can close the gap and also make it a little bit zigzag. This part, just select the vertex from here and push it to left, and some from here and push it to right, and this part a little bit here, and your attempt is fine. Also, why your viewport has been flipped like this? Mhm. I think your model has been rotated, I guess. Yes. So you can select all the model like a control A and press E for the rotate tool, and you can rotate this to 180-degree. Okay. Fine attempt, Spantan. Now Nandan Nagaraj, same thing, the proportion problem. Yes, the handle and the axe head is looking good, but please increase the size. I mean, make it a bit taller. This one, make it taller till here, and place your axe head above that. Then it will look fine. Also, try to keep it to the center to the grid always. Overall, it's looking good. Nice work, Nandan.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Now, Bhavani Lakshmi, same thing. Okay, the handle should be a little bit more taller. The axe head is looking good. Proportion wise, it's fine. Make the axe handle a little bit more taller till here and place your axe head above that. Also, center to the grid. Overall, nice one, Bhavani. Nice attempt. Manikanta, I think you have sent me the 3ds Max file, right? Before? Yes, you have sent me the 3ds Max file. Yes. Like the changes, I think I already have told. So just keep that in mind and work on that. The attempt is good. Now, Kiran, what happened to the axe head and the handle also? You attempted is nicely, but the problem is with your proportion and the scale problem. So I think you have made this scale because of the axe handle is a bit like a thicker. So you can do one thing. The height wise, it's looking fine. The handle. So you can squish it to the x axis like 25 or 30%, and just scale this up to the z axis. A 30 percentage is fine till here. Like this part should look like a square. Just scale until that, and we have made it almost to the center to the grid. That's fine. It's a nice attempt, but just do the correction like the scale wise.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
No, Nandan again. Nandan, I think you have Mithun. Mithun, it's looking like a hatchet only, like I have mentioned before to students. Okay, you can make it your handle. You can make a little bit more taller. Okay, and you have to work on this side also. You can scale it to the x-axis a little bit and make your handle taller. Also, I'm finding some wireframe error here, which might be caused because of some model overlapping issue. So just delete this part and uh, just I have to have showed you right, like selecting the border and just please delete this part and you have to work on this part. This part is not really looking nice. The wireframe problem will is an error actually. This part. So please delete this part and you can scale it down till here and make the handle a bit taller and scale this to x-axis. Attempt is fine. Keep it up. I think you're the same guy. Last time sent me the that coffee shop, right? I think so. Now Patel Adarsh, nice one, Patel Adarsh, looking good. Just scale this part till here, so your axe look like it is little bit bigger. So just scale a little bit till here, then it will look nice. Nice attempt. Keep it up. Someone mic is turned on. Please unmute if you're not speaking. Shavri Shetty. Okay. I think you have rotated the viewport from orthographic view. Don't do that. only rotate your viewport when you are in perspective mode. Now you can see it is in orthographic mode. For the shortcut, to jump from orthographic to perspective view is P. You can press P for that. Okay, so it's looking good. Overall, it's looking nice. This is taller. Just make this part a little bit bigger because compared to this, this is very small. So make it a little bit bigger, like almost a 15% is more than will be more than enough. And you have give some color like wooden metal and all. Okay, that's good. Nice one. Now G1. G1. This is perspective view, and you have to send me one more view next time because I can't review it. It is a screenshot, right? So it is hard for me to validate like this. But from this side, I will tell your handle is looking fine, and this part you have to scale down this part. Like this part is very big compared to this, so you can squish it. Then you can work on this part. Nice attempt. Now, Kiran, same thing, right? Just a sec. Okay, okay, fine. Now, Nikhil M. Nikhil M, it's looking good. Also, the same thing. Handle is fine. And this part, I think I have seen this image. Okay, leave it. Okay, the handle part is good. Work on this part. Just scale it till here. Okay. And proportion wise, you have to make it a little bit correction to the axe head. Overall, it's looking good. Nice attempt, Nikhil. Okay, so that's all. I think some people have missed their assignment, but I can see that the progression is good. You guys are just catching up nicely. So, one suggestion is that when you're modeling something, just keep the proportion in your mind. Okay. So, sometimes the object might look like that because of the isometric or perspective view. So, you guys have to assume, like in real life, how the object will look like. So, that's the only suggestion I have today. The remaining all are doing fine. Okay, you attempted very well, and I am happy about that. Also, the proportion wise, one more thing I have to say: when you're making an axe, you have to imagine like how it will look, the handle, how comfortable you will be holding an axe in your two hands. So the proportion also should be like that. The axe should be hold with your two hands. Okay, so you have to make it taller, like your both hands to be fitting to that handle. So these things you have to be, you have to keep it in your mind, proportion wise. Okay, remaining everything is good. Nice work, all. Keep up the good work. We'll connect again by 11 and we'll start our training session. Okay,
Thank you, sir.
okay. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Okay, we can start our session then. Please do log in and make your attendance for the part 2 section. Please log in to the EXA web page to make your attendance. Yes, everybody logging. So make sure in MIT Mysuru. Okay, please. I will share my screen now. Okay, please make sure that you are in this institute. Okay, then only it will go to your attendance record. Okay, just keep that in mind while logging in. So let's start our session. Editable Poly Part 2. So anybody is having any doubt in your previous session, like Editable Poly Part 1? Like anybody facing any difficulty? Okay, Jananda, that's cool. So anybody else?
No, sir.
Okay, that's perfect. So let's start our session. So in part 2, everybody can see my screen, right?
Yes, sir, visible.
Okay. So in part 2, you'll be using most of the same tools which you have used previously. Okay. There's nothing more than that. So I'll just introduce some few tools as an add-on, which is very helpful to create anything like a small complex model in an easy way and all. So I'm going to introduce that. So we're going to talk about the mirror tool today. So this tool is really a lifesaver. If you want to make anything like any symmetrical model, like you want a copy, the exact same copy to the other side, you can use the mirror tool. Okay, so I'm gonna just show you an instance for that, like creating a box. Okay. Now zoom in, right click, convert to the editable poly. Now I'm going to make some changes to this model. Okay. I will delete this face and here also here all sides I have inserted a single loop. So the changes I'm going to make for this, I will select some random faces like this, this, and this. Okay, so I will extrude these faces like in a normal. I'm showing you this. I have made it like this. Okay, so it is not easy for you to make a same box shape. I'm getting some notification. Okay, Shreyas, is it a faculty or student? If it is a student, please do join before 10. Okay, 11. Okay, Manikanta have asked me something. So, how to upload assignments in UNXR? Without uploading the model to UNXR. Okay, so everybody's having the same doubt. I got to know that because some technical issues or something it has been happened like lately. So today once more I'm going to show you how to upload a model. Still it's not working. Our technical team is working for that. By the time it will get fixed. So don't worry. So once more I will show you this. Today also if you can't upload your work in your Eon XR, please do send me the screenshot like you have sent me like today and day before today or something. I mean last Friday you have sent me the screenshot right about the assignment. So you can do the same. So we'll continue with our sessions. Okay. So where were we? Yes. So it is a headache to make a symmetrical model like this again. Okay. So I have created one box here. Now converted to editable poly. I have deleted this face. Then you can see the proportion wise there's a change. Even if I'm making these changes here also, it won't match. Okay? So in this time, the mirror tool is a very helpful one which will make your work very easy. Just press the mirror button. Now you can see some properties here, some mirror property you can see here. Either you can mirror this object itself, or else you can copy this object and flip that also. Like you can just make one single copy of this, and you can flip, or you can any axis. You can mirror any axis like X, Y, Z. You can do with the same, or you can create a copy and you can do that. So it's up to you. So again, you can see as soon as I click the mirror button, it got flipped. So in this case, you have copy, instance, and reference here. So don't go for instant and reference, which we won't be using like while creating a model. Okay, and one object has been created here. Now it's up to you if you want to be flipped in x axis, I mean y axis, then z axis or x axis. That's up to you. Now I want the exact mirror image of this one here. So what I did is I selected the x. Now I pressed OK. Now move the model and you of this object has been created. Go to the top view, select all, arrange it to the somewhere middle. Okay. Perspective. Yeah, someone was like got confused in orthographic view and perspective view. So here it is orthographic. See, now I suggest don't create your model in this view of angle, the orthographic view, because it will make your viewport, I mean your field of view more complicated. As soon as I go to perspective, you can see the change. Now it's looking perfect without any errors. Orthographic and perspective. You can press U for orthographic and you can press P for perspective. So you don't do anything about that because the 3ds Max will be set default in perspective mode only. So it will be like by default, it will be on perspective itself. So don't worry about that. Only if you are rotating your model from front view, okay, or from left view or something, this problem will occur. So I suggest you, it's not only a suggestion, I recommend you to don't change, I mean, don't rotate the viewport in these three views. Okay, so it will make you complicated. Now I'm setting it back to front. Okay, again, orthographic, I have changed to left. Now you can see all your views has been set. Okay, so don't rotate it from here, it will make you complicated. So go here, just change it. You can change it from here, just click on this, you will get these options. Okay, so back to the perspective view. Now I have created the same mirror copy of this thing. Okay, here. So I want to attach these two to a single object. Okay, I want it to be weld in this part. It should be weld properly. I want it like that. So what you have to do is you have to select this model. Now press X. Now search for your normal modifier. Okay, just apply the normal modifier. Now unify the normals. Now convert to editable poly. Now just select this model, this one. Now what you can do is select this, select the vertices, go to the front view, select all the end edge, I mean vertexes, select all. Now go to your perspective view, right click, sorry. Now press weld. One more thing, don't weld straight from here. Always go to properties and you have to, you can customize it. Because the default, when you weld it, it won't happen because the properties has been set to 0.016 m, which is very less. Distance between these two is very less, so you have to increase the distance until stick to each other. Okay, now press OK. Now your weld has been done. Now you can see this is a single element which don't have any open spaces or anything. Now you can select your poly and you can work accordingly. So this is the main use of mirror tool. By the I mean like the name itself, it is useful. This tool is used in like in every uh, project, I mean every 3D model and all, I'll say. Like for an example, if you're making a character and you'll only create one side of the character and you will mirror it vertical. So for the symmetry purposes only, we'll use mirror tool. Okay, so today we'll go directly to your assignment part, which will be this. This will be your assignment for today. Okay, so actually, when you see this reference, you'll get an idea right now because all are like a bit. I mean, you got a little bit advanced in 3D, like you got to know about the shapes, and also you will get that. You'll get like how to create this model, right? So here it is box. Now a cylinder, one more cylinder, and one box piece here. Now they have created two, like a one tube and another tube and another plane here, which has been shelled. Now this part, you have to put chamfer for that. That I'll show you. Now these holders, which might be looking a little bit confused to you guys, but don't worry. The same process like you have used in Axe, like previously you have designed, the same way only you can complete this also without any doubt. Okay, so I'm gonna close this. Now I will, when you're just creating any new project, just reset your max from here. The reset, don't see, reset the 3ds max. Okay, it will only reset your project viewport and all things. Okay, so don't worry, it won't reset any of the settings which you have been changed. Now let's start. So first I'll save my file. Okay, sorry, I will save my file desktop MIT day 4 assignment assignment 3. I named it as assignment 3. Okay, you guys also name the same. Now save the file. Before modeling it, just set your reference. Okay, now go to desktop MIT. I'm gonna show you like how to import that. Now day 4 assignment 3 open. Same thing, setting up reference. I have bought my reference here, so it will be very easy for you to work. Like otherwise, you have to work on this again. You have to go here and you have to look your reference again. Now minimize again. You're working again. You're going here. So it's a bit of a headache. Because of that only, Max has been uh, created a good way to sort all this out. So I have set my reference here. I'm gonna keep it somewhere safe because I want to use my tools also. Okay. So this is an signboard, an ancient signboard. Like the people, those who are playing games will be familiar with this kind of model because this is a game kind of model it is. So I'm gonna keep it somewhere here. So first I'll create a box, okay, for this part. Left click and drag. I have created a box here. Right click. Now select the model. Adjust accordingly. I made it a little bit here. Now this is your front view. Okay. So create accordingly to that. Now I have created something like this. Now I think it should be a little bit scaled from the y-axis. Now make it, sorry, make it a little bit more tall. Now it's looking fine. Now drag it to the almost center. Now select this, right click, convert to editable poly. Okay, because here you can see the edges are a little bit smooth, right? The edges are a little bit smooth. So you can select this model. I have already converted this part to editable poly. Now select this model, go to the edge menu. Now you can manually select one, two, three, four like that, or else you can press Control A. Means all the edges has been selected. Okay? All the edges has been selected. Now, if you want to make your model to look like an X-ray mode, you can press Alt X like this. Then, like this, when we use the the back part of the model, the edges are selected, but it is not visible from this view. It is only visible when you are rotating the view. So don't do like that. Just press all text, which you can see here. This edges and this edges and these all edges are selected. Now clicking it back. Again, I'm pressing Control A. Now everything is selected. So Alt X is your X-ray shortcut. Please note it down. This is a helpful tool. Alt plus X. Okay. Alt plus X. Turn the X-ray mode on, turn the X-ray mode off. Okay. So I have selected all the edges. Now I want to make it a little bit smoothen in the edges. So what I'll go to chamfer. Now just make it zero. Now zoom into your model. Just increase a little bit. Okay. Just somewhere around one is too much. Decrease a little bit. Okay. For I'll do it 6. Okay. Now press OK. Turn off the wireframe. You can see the edges has been smoothened a little bit. Okay. Now your this part has been modeled. Now let's go for this part. Okay, so don't get confused. These all are basic shapes only. While coming to here, and this part only, you have to do some editable poly works. So don't get confused. It's very easy. Now, before modeling anything, take a 10 minutes of your time, like how I did before modeling, right? Like this part will be a box, and this will be a cylinder, and this also a cylinder, which is diagonally or something, and another is a plane, and this is a tube. The torus has been cut to half. Like that, you take your time and you just analyze your model, which will make your work more easier than that. Okay. So I have created this part. Now just look this part. It looks like a cylinder. Okay. So go to cylinder like a standard primitive. This section, create section. Select cylinder. Just create a cylinder like this. Okay. Just keep it up. I'm leaving it here because we can increase or decrease the size. Unwanted wireframe. I mean the edges, the loops are here. Okay. And also this is too much for you because you will be adding turbo smooth to the model, which will make it doubled. So I'm gonna suggest you that select this. Go to the properties, the sides, make it 8. Okay, 8. Now it is feasible because when you add turbo smooth, the 8 becomes 16, which is not too much. It is a feasible amount of poly for a object. Okay, so continuously save your file. Okay, now hide segments. I don't want any segments right now, so I'm going to make it one, which is all the segments has been gone. Now select the model. Okay, now go here, affect pivot only, center to object. Turn off the pivot point, create again, select the model, press E. Now it is getting rotated. I'm creating this part. Now you can see it looks a bit irregular to me. Now I'm going to my front view and control Z because I want this part should be rotated like very neatly. It should be very neat in like a axis control. Okay, so I'm gonna select this. I'm gonna turn on my angle snap. This is the angle snap that I have mentioned before also. When you click the angle snap, the model will be rotating only 5%, like a 5 degree, 5 degree, like that it will rotate. Now this is off. When I'm just rotating, you can see the numbers shown there are very irregular, which can be only set manually, which is a headache. So Control Z, turn the angle snap toggle on. Now rotate your model. Now you can see 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. Now I want it to be rotate to 90 degree. Okay. Now W, move the model, it here somewhere, let it be penetrated a little bit. Okay. Now go to your perspective mode. It's not in the middle. So drag it, or you can go to this view, your left side view. You can select this model, keep it in the middle. Now you can see it is exactly in the middle. This also I think have to be a little bit here, this side. Now it looks perfect. Okay. Now go to perspective. Now compared to this, the thickness is very less for this one. So select the model or scale the model. Okay. This is the uniform scale which you can scale your model uniformly, like I have mentioned it before also. Okay. Now this is the axis scale. Z axis, y axis. Now the Z axis. So this is how you have to scale. Now increase the scale that till here. Okay. The size looks fine to me. Now go to your front view, drag it till here. Now you can see almost it's looking file. Still, it's need to be dragged a little bit more. Go to your perspective mode, select this. What I'll do is right click, convert to editable poly. Okay. Now this face is not necessary. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select this face. Okay, and this face also, and I'm going to delete that. One more big difference I wanted to tell you is this is just to show you. Okay. Now I selected this part. Just concentrate here carefully. I wanted to make it turbo smooth. Okay. So I'm going to press X and TURBO turbo smooth. I have applied. So you can see now it has been smoothened like very badly. Okay. It's not looking really good. Now I'm going to delete the turbo smooth. what I'm gonna do is, or let it be. Let the turbo spoon be there. Okay, to make you the difference. I'm gonna do select this part, convert to editable poly, select the face, delete both faces. Okay, I've deleted both faces. I'm gonna select the border tool, select this part. I will press R. Now hold your shift and scale it down. Scale it uniformly to down. Now you can see it like that. Now select your border, right click, press collapse, which means all the edges has been connected. You won't find any dead loops there. Let the part be like this only because it is covering here. It will be go inside to this, so your this hole won't be visible. Okay. So while before applying the turbo smooth, go to shift loop option. Okay. Now apply one loop here. This is just to tighten your edges. Now go to the edge mode, select all these edges, right click, connect. Because you need a loop here and here also. Now, sorry, now tighten your edge so it will look like this. Press OK. Now what you have to do is select the model, go to the edge, just select this edge, Alt R to ring the object. Okay. Now right click, connect. Okay. Now just set everything to 0. I want three, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 loops here. Okay. Now I have enter the model. Now disable the edge loop. Select the model. Press X turbo smooth. Now turn off the wireframe. You can see the difference between this and this. So the model will look like this when you're not connecting or fixing the edge loops, because these edge loops will control your model from here. So what you can do is you can you can put the edge loop like I'm going to show you. You can tighten the edges like this. Just put loops wherever you can see the loose ends. Okay, so create it like that. So this is wrong, this is right, and I'm going to use this. I will keep it here. Go to your left. Okay, now set it to middle. It's already in the middle, I guess. Okay, go to the perspective view. Now, like I already told, this part should be lengthened a little bit more. So select this. I'm gonna delete turbo smooth as of now because I'll be adding it very lately. Now, just scale your model till here. Now, move it. Go to the top view or either front view. Move your model till here. It should be like either a little bit penetrated to the box. Go to your perspective view. Okay, now it's look almost like fine. Okay. Instead of creating another cylinder and working on it, you can use the same cylinder for this part also. You can see. You can use the same cylinder for this part also, but select the model, hold shift, drag down to make a copy. Okay, press OK, turn on the wireframe, select this, go to your advanced option. Now select faces or polygons. I think this much will be enough to fit in here. Okay, so I'm gonna select this much part and I'm going to delete that. Turn off the face mode, go to your front view, select this part, pivot options. This you have to move regularly when you're using any tool. You can move here and there like that. People who are using dual monitors, it will be easy for them. You can keep your reference to the other monitor and you can work here. So I'm gonna make it a little bit small so it'll be easy for me to select all my tools and work. Effect pivot only, select the model, go to the pivot menu, effect pivot only, okay, center to object, turn off, go to create option. Now select the model, press E, okay, E to rotate. Now I already have a toggle this one on, so it will be gone like that. Now I have made it this much tilt. Now W up, now here. Now I kept it like this because you have to cut this model from here and here because this much part is not necessary for you. This part is okay. It is not that visible from the upside. Okay, it looking at exactly like it is going there and it is getting connected like that. It is looking like that only. But this part, the unwanted polygons are just coming out. So in this case, turn on the wireframe, select this model, go to your front view, zoom to selection, select the model, convert to editable poly so it will clear all the history of that object. Now there's an option called no, you have to go to the vertex mode first. Okay, only when you're going to the vertex mode that option will be visible or it is here. Vertex mode or edge mode. Edge mode I'll suggest. Sorry. There's an option for quick slice. Now this is a new tool, so just note that also. Quick slice is a useful tool. Okay. Now select the quick slice, then you will get this kind of controller, the arrow controller. Now what you will do is you click here and just parallel to that you create a line. Now right click, you can see, just disable the edge mode, go to the perspective. Now select this model, you can see one new segment has been created this side because when you're using the shift loop it will only add like this. Okay, so this is not enough for you. You need a exact same kind of cut here. So go again to the front view. Again, take the quick slice tool, make another line from here, to here. So again, you can see one more segment has been created perfectly. Okay. So if we want to isolate all the, isolate one object only, option like, sorry, you have an option here. So I prefer don't go there. A model Alt Q. You can see all your other shapes has been gone, and this one has been isolated. Okay, Alt Q. Select a model, press Alt Q and Alt Q. Okay, only use this option whenever it is necessary. Begin Alt Q and Alt Q. If you are pressing it once, it will get isolated. Again, disable the isolation. Select this part, isolate this part, go to the front view, select the polygons. Now delete this much part. Same here also, delete this much part. Now isolate. You can see this has been fixed, but when you're looking from right, you can see the gap here. Don't worry, go here, select this part. Now press X. Now press X. You can search for FFP. So these three things I have like explained in the previous session. So here you can use FFD. Select FFD. Turn on the options. Control points. Select these control points. Move up little bit here and little bit to this side. Now right click. Before that, go to perspective mode and check whether it is looking good or not. No, your model is not looking good. You can see the gaps here. So press R, scale down a little bit until it get fixed in. Okay. Now you can't see any like any gaps in between that. Here also do the same little bit. Don't do it. It will make a problem for your model. Go to the left side. Select this much part W and move it inside. Okay. Now go to the perspective mode. It is looking fine. Now select and convert this to editable poly. So it will delete all history. Now this part is okay. It is not a problem. When after texturing it, nothing will be visible like this. It will look good. Anyway, you are adding turbo mode to it, so don't worry about that. Now, these two cylinders have been created. Okay. Now you have to create this part. For that, same thing. Go to box, create one box like this with this thickness. Okay. Now bring that to top. Again, go here. Now here, make It look like it is in the middle. Press R, rotate it a little bit. W, you can go to your this view, your left side view, select the model, arrange it to the center, go to the perspective mode, okay, select the box, make it up, make it look like it is sitting on that. Now again select, press E. Now rotate that to 45 degree or 30 degree will be enough. Go to your front view, select this part, W. Now move your model a little bit down so it should look like it is being penetrated to this. Now again come to your perspective mode. Now it's looking fine. So this part also important a little bit. So what I'll do is I'll select this part, convert to editable poly. Again, I'll go to edge section, wireframe on, control A. My all edges has been selected. Right click, chamfer, chamfer option here. Okay, press the chamfer option. Now these are all default setting. You can set it however you want. Now 6 is too much for me, so I will keep it 3. 3 is looking fine. Press OK. Press F4. Now from this angle, it is looking good. Okay. Check this part. It should be a little bit more lengthened. This much is fine. Go to your front view. W. Drag it till here. Perspective. Now it's looking fine. So this part has been modeled. Select all the part. I'll give one single color to this, something like this. Okay. Now it's not wooden actually, but for reference, I give. Now again, you create this board, or we can start it from here. Okay. So for this, there is an easy option for that. Usually people do it like this. They'll create a cube like this. It's up to you actually how you creating it. It's up to you. What people usually do is they'll create a tube. They will rotate. Okay. They'll bring it up and they will arrange it here like this. They will make it. So here you'll maybe sometime you'll feel. I mean you'll face some issue, something like this. Okay. So better way to do is before doing that, just convert this to editable poly and press X turbo smooth. Okay. Now click it again, convert to editable poly. Don't apply turbo smooth here because we already created one like a something. It will look like a smooth edge. By chamfer, we have created it like this. Also for this also press X turbo smooth. So that is also looking good now. Select both or control a whole, convert to editable poly. Now, here now I found like this part is less and this part is more. Don't do any rework, just analyze your model. Which part should be fixed? Just figure that. I figured out like only this part has to be changed a little bit. So I'm selecting that model. Go to vertex, Alt X for X-ray view, and on the wireframe, I selected this much vertex, and I have decrease. I mean, yeah, I pulled it upwards, something like this. Turn off the vertex mode. Press Alt X. Now select this affect pivot only, centered object. Now you guys can see like my model has been gone a little bit up, so I'm selecting it whole. Like I'll drag and select, or I'll press Control A and I'll pull it a little bit down until it get touches the line. Now it's perfect. Go to the perspective mode. Now here I will show you the easy way to make this. Select this part, go to the advanced option, select faces, okay, select like this. We'll only be creating one, one of these. There are two like a duplicate object. This and this are same object. Also, it applies for this and this meta parts. So these are two identical things. So we'll be creating only one of them and we'll be so select your faces like this. This is one way, okay? Or else go to your front view and select it like this. Okay, it's up to you how you want to work. If you want to work hard, you can select it one by one. If you want to work smart, you can just drag and select it here. Go to perspective mode. Now press Control V. Okay, now you will get this option here. Uh, Sorry, cancel it. I'll suggest you to detach that part. Detach also, I'm not seeing any window. Control V, we can try that first. Just a sec. Okay, so a problem here. It is creating a complete copy of that. Don't worry. You can go here, select this much. Again, go to perspective view. Go to scale option. Okay. Now hold shift and scale it. Now clone to object. Press OK. Turn off the face mode. Select the model. Now keep the pivot to center to the object. Okay. Turn it off. Again, turn it off. Select the model. Scale it down. Now you can apply your shell modifier. your choice. You can create a tube and you can place it here, or you can just create a shape from this part only and you can place it here so it will look perfect like this in measurement. Now select this, press X, shell. Okay, now it got shelled to the outer part. I don't want it like that. I want it to be inside. Okay, I have pushed it inside. This much is fine. Okay, now right click, convert to editable poly. Now I'm gonna apply turbo smooth from here itself. Before doing that, select the model, isolate, Alt Q. Now here's an easy way to add loops here. Select the edge, select this edge and this edge. Now press Alt R. So in the ring voice, it got selected. Right click. Now connect. Now there's only one segment has been created. Make it two. Bring it up. Almost a 75 is fine. Press OK. Same. Select this part. Also this part. Alt R. Now connect. Like a same 75 has been selected here also. Now press this button. So I can see like the selection is not that prominent in this color. So select all. I'm going to change this to default max color, which is gray in color. Now select this part. I will save it once. Now select this part. You can use Control S also for save instead of going here and save it again. Just press Control S. Select this part X Turbo Smooth. Turn off the wireframe. Now it's looking better. Select this much part, right click, convert to editable poly. So now you will be thinking, yeah, this part is little bit thin and this looks uh, thicker. Scale it down a little bit till here. Okay, now it's looking fine. I'm not gonna create this part separately. I will create I will create a copy of the same thing and I will keep it here. So we have created one shape of this and will be making a copy. So with before continuing any further, we'll take a small break of 5 minutes. Break will take before 6 or 7 we'll connect. Okay. So take a 5 minutes break. Be relaxed and we'll be back. Okay. Everybody log in and please to tell me. Okay. Nandan and Jainanda, yeah. Fine. Like all the others, those who haven't logged in, please log in soon. Always remember to log in whenever you're whenever the session is starting, because this will be counted as your attendance. Okay. Okay, Pankaj, and also we'll be starting session part two. Hope my screen is visible for you guys, right?
Yes, sir.
So we'll start. So we stopped here after creating this. So, like I have already told, we'll be creating this much and we'll be copying it to the other side. Okay. So we have already created this part, this ring part. Somebody is muting me. Okay, we'll continue. So we need to make these holders that is attached to this ring part. So the easiest way to make this is just create a torus like this much will be enough. Turn on the wireframe. Okay. Now select the torus. Go to the advanced option. Isolate. Go to the top part. Now by seeing this torus and the segments, you can see that you can directly slice this torus. Everybody, please join. Okay. So, like here, we can see the segments has been set properly. We are not going to make any changes to this segment. So what I'll do is I select the torus, right click, convert to editable poly. Now I only want this much part because I will be creating this part of the object. Select the part, go to the face mode, select this much, now delete. Now you can see your this much has been created like very easily. Now go to the border. Before that, go to the perspective part. Select the model. Okay. Go to pivot point section. Center to pivot. Always keep your pivot center. Now select the part. Press E. Rotate this part to 90 degree like this. Now select this and go to your border section. Select these two borders, select one, control and select the other. Okay. Press W, hold shift and drag it up. Okay. I think this much will do the work. Turn off the border section, select the model. Okay. Now Scale down your model this much, bring it up, okay, till here, okay, go to the top view, select it manually, again go to the perspective view, this looks fine for me. Now rotate again until it gets keep it lightly penetrated, okay, like this. Now turn off the wireframe. You can see the hard edges here. So that we can use X smooth. Now auto smooth, or else you can turn off the auto smooth and you can select one from here which will smooth it to one iteration. Okay. Now there's a difference between this and turbo smooth. I'll show you. Now I'll delete this. Now I'll keep a copy here. I'll apply turbo smooth. Okay. Now you can see that the wireframe has been literally increased to the double. Okay. When I select this, press X, smooth modifier, this one, just note it down. Okay. Now I select this part and I pressed 1. Turn off the wireframe. You can't see any difference in between them. And I'll turn wireframe on. This part, like whatever the faces are there, that got smoothened. In turbo smooth, it will multiply the size of the object, means the polygon intensity, it will increase. See, when you apply turbo smooth, the model intensity will get doubled. And smooth, only the polygon which is already there, they will not add any extra loops. Now convert to editable poly, I will delete this one. Now this much has been created. Now one more holder is there, which you can see the board is hanging, right? Now select this one, hold shift, okay, press OK. Now one copy has been created. Select this part, just rotate it to 90 this side and again rotate 90 to one side. Now move your model a little bit up, like it is touching this part, so it is hanging. You will get a feeling that it is hanging. Okay, so now it looks a little bit in the middle. So I just dragged it a little bit and I made it in the middle. Okay, now you can see this part has been created. Comparing to this, this looks a little bit bigger. So I will select this two, press R, scale it a little bit down. 10 percentage will be good. Now just pull it upwards and keep it in a previous state. So this much part has been created. Now select this, hold control, this and this, alt Q, it will get isolated. Select this part, turn on the attach, toggle it on, select this and this, right click. Now this became one object. Leave the part like this because it will get covered because of the plane. Okay. Alt Q isolate and again Alt Q to de-isolate. I think you guys got it. Now what we'll do is we'll create a copy of this. Hold shift, drag, keep it somewhere here. Press OK. Always tick copy, no instance, not a reference, but copy. Press OK. Select these two, move it to a little bit this side, matching the reference, just a little bit this side. Now it looks fine, right? Go to your front view. We have to create this board. It will be very easy. Select the box. Okay. Now you can draw in your front view itself. So you'll get the exact your preferred measurement. Okay. Again, I'll show you. Go to the front view. Select the box. Click here and drag. Okay. Now leave. Just move the pointer a little bit upwards. Again, click. Right click. Now go to your perspective view. Just save your work like in 5 minutes. Okay. Now select the box, move it here, somewhere in the middle. Now take it and make it look like it is getting penetrated to this. Okay. So all set, but it looks like it's very thin. So a little bit. For that, just make your pivot in center. Little bit. Okay, now it looks perfect. Before making any changes to this, what I'll do is I'll create a copy. Okay. Uh, or else no need. Select this, right click, convert to editable poly. You can see the edges is a little bit smoothened. Select the edges, Control A, right click, and chamfer. Now arrange your chamfer here. 3 or 2 is fine. Press OK. Now it's looking perfect. You can see. Turn the wireframe on and off. Select all the objects. Change the color to this. This is the best color for 3ds Max while you're modeling. So your all your wireframe, your selection, and everything will be highlighted. Now I have created this box, but it's looking a little bit bigger. Scale it to the z-axis a little bit. Okay. Now move up and place it here until it gets a little bit penetrated. Now select this, drag down, keep it here. Again, select this or this and this. Just drag it down, make a copy and arrange. I want this it is looking fine. but our board is a little bit bigger compared to this. So select all four boxes, press R, just scale it a little bit down. Now move up and set it properly. Like somewhere here. Now it's looking really good. Now for this also we'll be creating just one and we'll be copying it. Okay. Now again go to the box. Now create a box like this. Okay. Right click, select the model, rotate it, move it, again move up. Now go here. Before placing it there, I will go to front part and I will arrange it to the middle to this holder. Something like this. Okay. It is a little bit bigger, so I'm scaling it down to see like this. Now we won't be creating any screw or anything. We'll be just placing a metal bar here, so you guys will be less complicated. So select this model, Alt Q, again select, right click, convert to editable poly. Okay. Now this part is not necessary because it will be covered from here. Okay. It won't be visible also. So delete this part. Okay. Select edge, select here, Alt R. It will select, it will create a ring like this. Okay. Now press chamfer. Now chamfer has been set too much. So just drag it down, arrange your chamfer something like this. Now increase the intensity so it will smoothen the edges like this. Do once again select one edge, Alt R. Okay. Select, it will select all these side edges. Ring. Again select Alt R. Now right click, chamfer. It will be in zero and this is, why is this a little bit here? Now increase the numbers. Like 4 will be enough for us. Okay. Press OK. Now turn off the edge mode. Select this part. Turn off the isolation. Now arrange it according to your, like the thickness. This much is fine. Move till it gets, it will reach here. Let it penetrate a little bit, something like this. Okay, this much is enough. It's looking great. Now select this part, go to the front view, hold shift and drag to make a copy. Keep it somewhere here. Okay. Now our model is finished. So I would prefer you guys are giving a color, it will be great. Select all the wooden pieces which you want to make in wood. Just for an example, I'll select these all and I will give the previous color, the wooden kind of color. Okay. Now again, this part will be in metal. So I'll select all these and I'll change the color to light gray. Okay. So your model have to be like this, and this will be your assignment. Okay. This model will be your assignment. And one more thing, someone was asking me to show it again, like how to upload this to Eon XR, right? So I'm gonna show you that also. Now I don't need this reference page, so I'm going to close it because I have already done my model. So when you're uploading this model to Eon XR, these color won't be supported there. Okay. So you have to create a standard material for this one and you have to apply for it. Then your color, this thing and all will be gone. So I'll bring to your XR. Okay. So take a screenshot of this page, like this wooden colors and all are there, and these changes, this variation will be there for the metallic. So take a screenshot of that and that. Now I'll press N to my material editor sheet. Okay, once more I'll show you. I'm trying directly upload to here. There's a lot of error is coming here. X form to be reset and it should be in group and one material should be assigned. These errors you will get in common. So like previously I have entered material here, like drag and drop here. Okay, select all the object. Now press apply. Apply to the selection. Now this material got applied to the complete model. Okay, you can see that. Now select all the model group here. Okay, group it. Now it became a group. When you open the group, you can select your this part, this part, this all part. You can select like that. So I will select this model. I will close the group. Now select this model, just publish to AR. Still there's a error you can see here, which is X form needs reset. Okay. So select the group, reset hierarchy X form. Just press that. So your hierarchy and the model has been successfully reset. Okay. Now publish to AVR. Now just be, this is important. Be careful. Publish to AVR. This one you have to press. So you will get a message to save your current scene, and you can launch your model to the XR page. So save the scene and launch Creator AVR to the site. So press yes. So now it will go directly to now you can see your model has been expo. I mean, in a XR platform. Okay, same thing. XRA mode, explode button, annotation. We haven't given any name, so it is taking the default name as box 3, box 4, 5, 6, 7, and object 1, 2, 3. Okay, so when it comes like this, just logging from here, select your institution. I'm taking MITT. Now publish. Just wait and converted. Now name just assignment and your name. I'm just typing my name here. PH. Sorry, I'll just keep it assignment 3, which we have completed today. So I'll keep my name here, like the right side to the assignment 3. Now select the category to WIP. Now description, if you have any description in the asset, you can add it here. Now press OK. Now you're seeing code converted and you'll directly be redirected to your web page. So all the details have been processed here, like the name, assignment 3 creation, and categories WIP. Then our asset down contain any animation. So it is animation and multiple animation has been unchecked. Only there's a multiple object. Mesh means object. So multi mesh has been checked. So wait until it gets converted. Just a sec, guys. I have to take this call. So sorry for that, guys. Yeah. Mhm. So when it get converted, this page will be shown like the converting has been successfully completed. Now you can change, if you have any changes, you can do the changes here, and the tags you can add. I will simply type sign. Sorry, sign board or anything. Now I'll save the description. Whatever the changes you're making here, you have to save the description at first. Either way, you have to save the description. When it gets converted, instantly save the description. Okay. Now all the process has been completed. Now you can submit your work for publication. Now submit the asset for publication. Yes. Now after this, you can mail Manju Sagar like your asset, your assignment has been submitted please publish the assignment to XR. You can type a mail like that to Manjusagar. So when he'll get the mail, he'll publish the assignment here. Okay. So we won't be having the publishing access. Only the admins will be having that. So mailing is important. Once it gets submitted, you have to send a mail. Then only we'll get to know like you have submitted your work. So okay. So that's all for today. Uh, the reference I'll share in your WhatsApp group. This one and the mail also. Just watch the video for the reference and just look the reference and try to make it as same as it is. Okay. So if you guys have any doubt, you guys can ask me now. Okay. Okay. What is the last time submit this? Okay. So we can text on that one. Okay, I'll start with Manikanda. We can add text. Definitely, we can add text because we'll be adding that when we are doing the texture. Okay, either you can add 3D text, which I don't recommend. We can add 2D text on the texture because this is not the way to set material, and this is not the way to texture it. There's a rule while creating the materials, which these are two different materials. One is metal and one is wood. So we have to name it as like that, and we have to give the properties also according to that. So we won't be discussing any further about that today. That will be on our coming session. Okay, so we can add the text of course. I will keep that in mind and I'll add some text for your reference. So don't worry about that. Now, uh, maybe after tomorrow session, we'll be doing the texturing part also. So don't worry, it's coming on the way. Now, Nikhil M, what is the last minute times for this, sir? You have to submit it by tomorrow, definitely. Don't get confused, Nikhil. Don't. It's very easy. Okay, it'll be very easy once you have started building it because this is just a box and this is also just a box, and these two are cylinder, and only for this part and this part you have to do the editable poly a little bit. Like I have already shown you, just watch the video. You'll get to know it's very easy. Use Taurus for this and chamfer this. That's it. It's very easy. And for this box also, it's a complete copy. Okay. So one, two, three, four. This is also you have only create this one part. Don't be confused. It's very easy. So you will be having enough time to complete that. So don't worry. Now, sir, after publishing to the area, download fail message is coming. Rahul, I don't know about that. After publishing down, I think you might not be installed the XR correctly. So just do one thing. Go again to the XR page, downloads, and download the Eon XR and install it again, or the Raptor. Okay, either one of them. Maybe that might of that. You can try reinstalling that. It might get fixed. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Also, if you are facing any difficulty to upload the link, take a screenshot and send it to me via mail. Okay. And while mailing, don't forget one thing: your records, your submission record, and your assignment records will be uh, like handled by Manju Sagar. So don't forget to CC him. Okay. Whatever the mail which is coming Uh, Without CC, Manjusagar won't be calculated. So be careful about that. Always keep CC, Manjusagar. Okay. And so shortcut key for isolate. Pankaj, it is Alt Q. Okay. I will ungroup this and I'll show you. You isolate only this part. Uh, Rahul, please unmute. I mean, so please mute. Okay. So select this part and press Alt Q. Isolated. All the other are like disabled. I mean hidden. Also, you can do one more thing. You can select this part, right click, hide unselected. So all the unselected has been hidden. So there's a difference between these two, but the properties are same. Don't worry. So I'll prefer you to use isolate tool. That is much better if you want to select this part. Select the part Alt Q. Note it down Alt Q. Select the part Alt Q. This part has been selected. Always save your work before doing any changes. That will save your life and your time. Okay. Just save it like continuously, like 5 minutes or 10 minutes, whatever the single changes or slight changes if you are making, just press Control S. It's not a big thing to do, right? So just press Control S regularly, so your work will be saved. Okay. So any more doubt, sir? If we can't able to upload it in Excel, then we can submit it in your email. Mariganda, as I told, like always, okay. Don't send me max files. Okay, just send me the screenshot. So, any more doubts? Okay, all clear. So, guys, don't worry, don't get confused. You guys are good in 3D. Yeah, I'll admit that you guys are good because I have seen your Axe models and before models. You guys are catching it like a very fine. So this is the way itself. Just concentrate and you will get it. And the remaining is like a depends on your practice. How much you practice, how much better you will become. So watch the reference, just look the reference and watch the video and try to do the same. Okay, so that's all for today. We'll be signing off. Thank you all. We'll see you again tomorrow. Okay, bye.
Thank you, sir.